Hey guys, welcome back. I said I wanted to do a video basically about, like what you should do after a breakup or after some time just basically what you should focus on after a breakup because I'm currently going through a bit of that at the moment. Like I wouldn't say like I was in a relationship. I was just kind of like dating somebody, and obviously the connection was really real, and I felt, of course I'm going to feel hurt, but I recognize that I'm going to have to keep moving forward. So what does that involve for me? And maybe there's something that could help you throughout this. And you know what? I've done this before. I'm a big girl and I can do it again. But obviously, breakups can make you feel pretty lost, and especially if you have created your world around this person. Now, my situation is different. We were just dating. But I'm saying it from a point of like it's a long-term relationship. And that's why a lot of my videos I promote doing your own thing, not in a way that is like completely go and do your own thing by yourself alone, but more of make sure that you have your own world, you have your own friends, your own hobbies, because when somebody goes to leave your life and you've created your whole world around this person, I feel like it is so much harder. It's like your whole life is getting ripped away from you. But if you have your own thing going for you with your own hobbies and your own, just that kind of thing, you will realize when that person leaves that your life is so full. It's not like you didn't need them. It's just that they were there to add value and they were just a bonus instead of incorporating your whole existence around them. Because at the end of the day, that's a lot of pressure to put on another human being. So what I would say, just going through this, maybe just like dating. The dog just farted and it's so bad. Jesus. What was that? I smelled that. So I'm going to just talk about what's happened after my breakup and what's actually going to help me. So first of all, don't rush it. Don't be like, I think if anything, give it time and space with that person. We are pretty respectful of each other and we are pretty amicable about the breakup, and we agree on so many levels, but also there's no reason for us to keep in touch and talk all the time and make sure each other is okay. I think that time and space is needed and respected in this sense. So I'm happy to give that, and also I will need that myself. And I'm not moving on to be with somebody else or trying to text somebody else or I could not even think like that. It's just not even really how I'm wired. If anything, I'm just doing things in like that kind of steady, self-respecting way, which is why I have a sense of purpose. So pouring into my work, that's really going to help me build momentum again, because I have a lot of goals around what I want to build and, content and that kind of thing. And it's going to be a lot. I need to start treating this more like a full-time job plus. And I need to put a lot more energy into it and completely treat this, especially if I want to make like some serious money off the internet. So there's going to be a lot of energy put towards that. And once I kind of get in the momentum of that and things become easier, and I have all my systems and my strategies and my ways that I do things all in place, I think it will open up a different space for me and more time to maybe have somebody in my life. But while I'm in this like building phase, I don't think it is possible for me to go and date again or meet people or that kind of thing. I really only have space right now for me and my goals, and I'm training for a triathlon and for my friends, and that's it, and my family, and I'm at capacity for that. I'm sorry about the tapping in the background. It's the dog walking around. Are you okay? Do you want to come up here? He's looking at me funny. And so, yeah. So I'm starting to reconnect with friends and instead of isolating, because I don't feel like it's good to go and isolate yourself. I obviously had a bit of a me day yesterday, had a bit of a sooky girl, sad girl day, and then I got up and I went for a run, and then I was really grateful, and I had a meditation, and I was like, oh my God, my life is so great. I don't even need to worry. It's just a boy. It's just a boy. We can move forward, like everything will be okay. It's just a boy. I'm probably sure he's probably thinking the same thing. Genuinely, he's probably like, oh, well, I did feel like when we saw each other yesterday, just to say, like, I wanted to drop him off some food. And I could feel the energy of like, he was done. He was like, in his mind, it was like done. There was nothing else to say or do. And it hurt, like it really did hurt. And that's probably just the emotional part of me that's getting upset about that. But I realized that I'm going to be okay. Like, like I've got other things to focus on. And it's just how us women process things. I think we process things differently to guys. I feel like once guys have it like in their head, they're kind of, when they're done, and they're like, don't look back, they don't even really think about it. And that's it, they're done. And it's contained. Whereas I think women kind of feel a little bit deeper and harder, but I think what usually happens is women start to really feel it at the start and are quite emotional at the start when that breakup really does happen. And then down the line, it kind of when men have more time or more silence or more space to themselves, I think it's in those moments of, oh shoot, actually I miss you because I don't have that person to reach out to. I don't have that person to talk to. And we can, obviously it's pretty easy to start neglecting ourselves as well when we are in a hurt phase. We maybe stop eating as well, or we don't turn up to our workouts and we don't do our routine. I think the best thing you can do is just push through and try and do your routine. Try and make life as normal as possible. Obviously be easy on yourself, but it's so much easier if you get up and like get yourself ready and put your makeup on and eat the food and eat your breakfast and have your morning coffee. And then I wrote my list down. I was like, I'm just going to start working. I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to get into the momentum. It's going to I wouldn't say it's like a good distraction. I just think it's a good thing that I'm like, I need to pour my energy elsewhere, because if I just sit here in silence and mope and I don't know, be a sad girl all day, it's like I just lean too far into that energy, and then that can really catch me. And then it could be days that go by and I don't really have days or time to do that right now. I need to be moving forward and building the thing that I need to build. I'm already feel like I'm like a month behind in what I wanted to build by now, and I just need to keep going and keep moving. And yeah, I'll get there. And obviously, healing isn't going to be perfect. It's done differently for everybody. I'm taking a lot of time to eat well, rest my body. I'm going to go to the sauna later. I'm going to just like do meditation, do my face care, my face routine. I had the longest shower last night before I went to bed. I went to bed super early, got my 8 hours of sleep. And I notice when I do have a broken heart, I sleep a lot. I feel like I sleep a lot when I'm brokenhearted, probably because I think it's like a healing mechanism for me that I did when I was a kid. I used to love sleeping because like there was a lot going on when I was a child, and so I'd just be like, oh, it's just easier to be asleep. I've had some intense dreams in the past couple of days, but I know I'll get through those, and that's okay. I think it's my body kind of like releasing grief and releasing pain and processing. I think that's what happens when you're sleeping. You're processing and healing and all of that fun stuff. And there's parts of me in this that are kind of hurt and rejected. I feel like, was I not good enough? Was I not the right person for him? Or why couldn't I be? And you naturally always think that, especially when maybe someone doesn't want to be with you. And then I realize, that's just my emotional side, because I know I'm a good person. I know I'm kind. I know I'm caring. I know I can be a good partner. I just know that it wasn't about him never desiring me or wanting to be with me. I think it was more that his emotional bandwidth for what he could handle right now, on top of trying to build something, which I totally understand, because I'm in literally the same position, and we just didn't have the foundation to build that and do both at the same time. It just was becoming too hard for the both of us. And also the time that we were spending, seeing each other, and it's a lot of effort, because I think as much as we were trying to take it slow, trying to see each other once a week, it still took up emotional energy and space and time. And because I just don't think that both of us half-ass anything, as much as you want to say it's casual dating and slow dating and that kind of thing, it's no, at the end of the day, we're both very emotional beings, in the sense that we care a lot. So we do want to put in 100% effort when we're there. We want to be present. But if we both have in the back of our mind, oh my God, I need to build this business. I need to get this done. I need to make sure I'm achieving my goals and make sure I'm following through on all the things that I want to do first, plus also you. It's a really hard place to be, to choose yourself. And I think there is two worlds. When you are in a relationship, you do want to you should give it 100%, and you should show up as a partner. And I think that for him, he probably was the type of person that wanted to show up 110% as a partner. And then when he felt like he couldn't, and there was subtle things to show that he couldn't, it put maybe too much internal pressure on him. And then there was probably my flip side, where I was I don't, for him, I think he was open and ready and willing, but he's just at capacity. Whereas me, I think where I'm at is that I've been hurt and I'm not quite open and not quite willing to allow somebody in. I was taking it slow, in the sense that, could I be open and willing one day? And that's kind of an unfair position for someone to not prove, but maybe had to prove in some senses that he was going to be the good guy, and that's not fair on him. And I need to truly, truly, truly take time to heal and love for myself, and just enjoy being single. Not single as in I'm out there talking to other people and da-da-da. It's just as in singly by myself. Just working on me, doing me. And the things that I will be doing is just sticking to my routines. Waking up every day at 5 a.m. like I always do. Doing my meditations. Listening to my podcasts and my self-help books. And then another thing is just taking action. Consistency and action are the things that are going to build a lot of self-trust in me, and are ultimately going to make me happy. Because when I feel like I'm stalling on that, which I feel like I've taken the past 4 or 5 days off to, 1, celebrate my birthday, 2, spend time with this guy, then also process the breakup at the same time. And, I could have spent those 4 or 5 days working on my business, and I'm not even in the momentum anymore. So now I've got to I feel like every time I take, more than 1-2 days off, an extended time where I'm not focusing on it, I get back to square one with my momentum and my action and my confidence around everything. So to maybe not have anything, to have that space cleared now, I'm seeing it in a way that is positive because, I have more free time to put that energy and that direction and that focus towards what I'm going to build. And not having somebody, and it's not like in a bad way, like I loved all of these qualities about him, but I'm like, I don't have to worry about texting anybody or worry about meeting up when I'm going to meet up with them, or, giving them 45 minutes of my life on a phone call. And I know that seems so mean, but it really is that I'm just in that era of just I just need to put all and everything, all of that energy into myself. And I'm not regretful of anything, of all, it just taught me so much about the love that I do deserve now and the type of person that I really do want to be with. And then, even just wake up this morning, I was kind of a bit emotional. I think I just had some really weird dreams. And then I went for a run and I just started my routine, and then I just started talking to you guys. And then what I realized in that moment, before, when I was doing nothing and I was kind of sitting stagnant, I felt rejected, hurt, wondering, seeing if he would ever want to be with me again. And now that I'm kind of in that work back into kind of me mode and my life, I'm like, oh no, I'm actually not even worried. And so it's so funny. And so probably the key thing that you could probably take from this is that please make sure that your life is so full and that you have so much going on that when something like this, a breakup or something, that breaks you like this, or someone has to leave your life, it's like, okay, it's just a person and that's okay. And it hurts. And obviously there's memories attached to it, but I'm going to be all right because I have all of these other things going for me. So I'm lucky in that sense. If it had been me 6 months ago and I had met him maybe 6 months ago, I definitely wasn't in the same self-love place that I was in. No way. I was kind of on that track, but I really wasn't this deep into it. I didn't have that foundation that I have now. And it was really funny in the way that we met because I was actually taking myself out on a me date. And I was like, I'm going to go to a gym expo because, there'll be cool people there that probably work out and fun activities to do. And I was like, I'm going to go on a me date. I know none of my friends are going to want to go to this. And so I just went by myself. And that's where I met him. And it was just maybe the universe being like, okay, even though you're in the energy of you're doing you and you're by yourself at this point and you're on your me date, are you really going to compromise your me time and turn it back into I don't know, being with somebody or being in a relationship or I don't know, whatever, seeing somebody or counting somebody else in? So looking back at it now, I'm like, I should have just walked away. No, I'm really, really glad I met him. I'm glad he's in my life. Forever will value him as a friend, and that's all I can do moving forward. But yeah, I'll be taking myself on more me dates, doing more me things. And I, as you know, enjoy my own company, my own time. So I was talking to my friend yesterday and she said, you've got beautiful people around you that are supporting you in every single thing that you do. And, just go and water that garden. And I was like, yeah, that's so right. I'm just going to focus on watering that garden, focus on my friends and focus on my triathlon, focus on my fitness and getting through the next few months. And yeah, we'll see how all of this kind of plays out. But Anyway, thank you. I hope this kind of helped. It was more probably therapeutic for me to get this out than maybe to help you. But I'll get back into the swing of things, and obviously we'll help you with more YouTube videos. I'm really excited for the next month. I have so much going on. I'm creating 2 courses, one about creating confidence within yourself to show up, to be the best version of you. And that's mainly around being a content creator. But if you wanted to use it just to create it within yourself, then of course I will be doing some one-on-one coaching. And then I know so much about UGC as well, so I will be starting some episodes about user-generated content and how to become a UGC creator. So I'll do a lot of YouTube videos on that, and also creating a course towards that as well, because I have so much knowledge and I want to give it to people, and I've had the most amazing life because of it. So I want everybody else to have this experience. This is going to stretch me and grow me in the next few months, and you're going to see the progress. And if you're here from the start, thank you so much. I can't wait to see how this journey plans out for the both of us. But yeah, thank you so much for your time, and I love you so much. I'll see you soon.